was ridiculous. I'm a genius. Ay, ay, ay. So, welcome back to the live stream, everybody. That was, oof. That was fun. Hope everybody had a nice little break. All right, everyone back. I'm gonna go through and reshare that link again because I'm a genius. For any of you who have no idea what just happened, I decided to hold up a package with, you know, home address and everything on that. So, because I'm a smart person. So, yeah, now we're back. I'm just gonna go through and share this link again so everybody can join in. Oh, this is a good omen for the rest of the night. I'm telling you right now. Oh man. So how's everybody doing this evening? We'll get to the blaster building at some point, I'm sure. As soon as I can stop making terrible mistakes. So as again, I said before, place your bets down below how long you think it's going to take me to realize that I've forgotten to print something. Because, yeah, that's a thing that I like to do a lot. Well, not like to do, just I tend to do it. So, ay, ay, ay. All right, let me go through and reshare it to Taffy's stream. Or Taffy's Discord, anyway. All right. Reshare it to Facebook, and then reshare it to Instagram. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Let's see. For the silly pistol, I've got everything just in one box. So we're going to do this one piece at a time. And Silly, you tell me if you can keep track of everything. Got everything in the box over here. All right. I am a well-organized person. Okay. So, let me make sure I have everything. This is not what I need. This is something different. So actually, okay, so obviously got the backstop, got the turnaround, got the this piece, the back, front. Obviously, I think I still need to put the. I do actually think I do need to print the muzzle. I think either that or it's floating around somewhere. This piece. Got Magwell grip. Words that I can't remember. Trigger guard, that's the word. This piece, I'm not sure what I'm doing. Got these two, this one, and then, haha, I am a genius. I think I've already figured out something I forgot, because I'm pretty sure I'm missing the priming rod. Because the priming rod on the silly pistol, I'm pretty sure is the same priming rod on the slab, which I believe. So I am going to have to print the silly pistol priming rod, because I'm pretty sure that's what I'm forgetting. I might build part of the silly pistol. We'll see how long I can get. Get the catch. Got the pusher, trigger. Question, Silly. Do I need two of these? Because I just realized I think I might need two of these. So as you see, for those of you placing your bets, it did not take very long at all for me to realize that I have forgotten to print things. So we're going to build what we can. Mostly I'm just here to hang out. So, because obviously I don't have my normal setup where you can see everything I'm building. I'll try to hold things up as I can, but we'll see how that goes. And I will have to hop onto the computer briefly so I can actually throw that file up on my... Oh, forgot one. Ta-da! Got one. This is why you should always be more organized than I am. Because I am a horribly disorganized person. Oh! Actually, no. I'm not missing it. I've got it. Hey, I do have it. I was just looking for an orange piece. That was part of the problem. But I had it the whole time. Yeah, I think the only thing I'm missing is the screw-on muzzle. I think. Unless this is it. This might be it. See, this is either the screw-on muzzle. Yeah, this is the screw-on muzzle. I thought I went to this. Awesome. But I didn't realize it was the same exact one. Okay. Alright. Alright. Didn't forget anything. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. It's going to be a fun time. We're all going to have a good time. Hey, Builder BB. Welcome to the stream. It's going quite well. Now I'm gonna pull up the Silly Butts' video on the Silly Pistol. I have a feeling this one won't be too terribly long because this seems like a pretty small blaster and a pretty short build. So this should be. It's easy. I get the vibe I get is that it's pretty easy. Ooh, B-Scar. That should be fun. Alright. Silly Butts' channel. Now we scroll down through all the craziness that Silly Butts has been up to. Everybody go bug Silly Butts about the mag-fed shotgun. Oh, man. Because the Silly Pistol was a while ago now that I think about it. Actually, I might have to go through the Discord and find it that way. Yeah, I had a feeling that would go the way that I just expected. Oh, man. All right. Oh, hey, look. Silly Butts has been kind enough to just link it to me. Nice. That seems very straightforward. Okay. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. Let me open up my hardware off screen this time. Yeah, I ended up doing the same thing with the slab. Because it was, I was trying to find the video for it just by going through your channel. It turns out it was unlisted. That's why I couldn't find it. Make sure I don't have anything else in these paper. Hey, X-Fox, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Wow, this is really like, okay, so like the hardware is literally like, you got a little bag, 2 little baggies, one of them is just lube, a plunger tube, a barrel, and a spring. Like this is such a small amount of hardware. That is crazy. All right, so following along with the video. So if you'd like to follow along, so we're looking at the, so we're going to be starting with the plunger assembly, it looks like. So I'm going to end up needing your, okay, so you don't, okay, so it's all just kind of partially assembled. Now I'm going to have to figure out how to go from there. Okay. Okay. Oh, Silly Butts, you never answered my question. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, so not so much of a, yeah, not a complete guide, more of a kind of a look-see at how it puts together. So I'm just going to start by putting together the handlebars, what I'll start with doing. Tight fit. You know what would help? Tool bag. tools might be necessary for this endeavor. Ugh. There. I've got my tool bag. Oh. Again, wonderfully organized person. That's what I am. Oh, the slab, by the way, slab review coming soon. Taking it to a war tomorrow. And then after that, I should be ready to rock with a review for it. At least for the V3, one using the V3 rails. I know Silly Butts has updated it to be the V4 Talon Claw rails. So, but the V3 one is fantastic. Like, here's a little hint. Like, I'm for those of you who've been following the channel know that how much I love the SBL, and I've said it's the best springer you can get. I've had to kind of adjust the way I say it to where it's the best pump action springer, because you would not believe. I still got to take it to a game, so that is a tight fit. I still got to take it to a game, so we'll see how it performs there. But as of now, I was having a ridiculous amount of fun using the slab around the house. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. The SBL is an amazing, amazing blaster. Hardware takes a little bit to get to you, but it is a fantastic blaster. Here we go. All right. Yeah, so for this build, I went with a kind of pastel colors. We got white, we got this light blue, and we got that light green that I've got. All right. So we got trigger. Okay, so we're going to be doing the same kind of string bit elastic system, which, you know me, personally I'm not a huge fan of elastic, but Silly Butts has improved my opinion on elastic hardware. No, I can understand that, Silly. That is a fair critique in my opinion. That the SBL is very gun-like, especially when you print it in realistic colors. So I do agree with you on that aspect. This actually might go up the other way. The pump skewer. Yes, the pump skewer is amazing. I have to retune mine after APOC was very hard on my pump skewer, just because the field is very hard on things. But it is an amazing blaster. I do love the pump skewer. It is fantastic. Here we go. I'm just attaching the elastic to the trigger at the moment. So we will. Oop. Aha. Apparently I got to double knot that. That one knot just came through, and that's why I always test that. Yes. Evan is our... if you've heard of the competitive team Magic Smoke, Evan is the Magic Smoke behind Magic Smoke. He has the ability to touch a blaster and it completely fail. That is the joke for our local team. Yeah. But yeah, it's hard on your blaster, it's hard on your mags, it's hard on everything because it's just nothing but like sand and dirt and just blah. Up until the barrel mounting. Yeah, that's such a, like, it took me a bit, but like I got used to it, and I actually really dig the barrel mounting. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to double knot this one too. The holes in my silly pistol are too big for a single knot, so I got to... I want to see that now. Because that sounds amazing. That's great. I love the idea. All right, there we go. All right, so we got a nice and responsive trigger now. Heat was bad. Like, I was drenched literally before the first game began at APOC. All right, where are we next with this thing? So I I gotta look closely because I've got Silly Butts' video here. So pretty much I just have to look at what Silly Butts is doing and then just kind of mimic it as far as like what I can tell is going on with that blaster. So, oh crap, I messed up, didn't I? Silly Butts, I've already messed up. This string was supposed to be attached to the catch, wasn't it? Or I could be wrong. We'll see. Let's find out, shall we? Let's take a look at Silly Butts and see what they're up to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I messed that up. Yep. It's okay. We'll make it work. We're gonna make this work. All right. Let's see how I can do this. Get this to be work for me. Alright. See if I can untie it. Don't do this. This is terrible for your teeth. Everybody watching, just do as I say, not as I do kind of situation. How many designers does it take to assemble a blaster? Well, this is me you're talking about. And I am notorious at not reading directions all the way through. Which you'd think I'd learn by now. Like, you'd think. You really would. But, and yet, here we are. Still making silly mistakes. Silly mistakes. Let's see if I can get that to... Oh, there we go. Alright, so I've got the catch through. The red herring instructions will be... Yes. Yeah, right now I believe for the red herring, all the instructions we have are from Nate Nathani. And they're decent enough, though they're good enough. They got me through, and I was able to build a red herring. There were just several times where like they went too fast, and then... or they didn't have something quite on screen, so I couldn't quite see it. So, overall, though, the one I built was a bolt action prime. If you're curious, what's taking me so long is because I'm struggling to tie this second knot. Right. And that should do it. Ugh. Okay. Haha! I did it! Ta-da! Alright. I'm gonna trim some of this extra off real quick so it doesn't get in the way. Oh, man. Alright. Let's see. Okay, so that's going to end up going through like that, I'm assuming. Alright, let's try this. Yeah, that's fair, Taffy. That's completely fair. Sometimes personal life just gets crazy. And it's hard to keep track of everything. Alright, so I'm going to put the back piece on next. Because that's just kind of what I'm looking at this point. Wonder why there's just a significant gap at the bottom. Is that supposed to be there, not Taffy? Silly Butts. Is that supposed to be a sizable gap at the bottom there? Am I just using outdated parts? Put the back strap on first. Put the back strap on, back strap. So I'm gonna assume that this is not the back strap. Oh man. See. In between the spring there to be facing up. Oh, facing up. Also want the sights. Oh. To be facing up. You put this piece, the catch, which is that orange piece. This piece in the spring over the rod in that order, and make sure that this catch, which is that orange piece, the spring there, to be facing up. You also want the sights on this
back piece
Sight.
up. Put this piece,
This piece.
catch,
And catch.
that orange piece.
Okay.
This piece.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. On the piece, how do you attach the small piece? There is no way for these two to connect. They do not connect at all. I'm not sure if I'm just using an old version, but these two pieces do not screw together. They go together. They just don't attach. This has screw holes, but not that screw onto this. This has 3 screw holes. One of them goes on this piece. Oh. Silly butts to the rescue. Oh, man. You get to see me fumble my way through. Oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Aha, this piece. Okay. So facing that way. Okay. That explains it. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, man. Ooh, the Scubo. Didn't Out of Darts just review the Scubo? You know, I had a screwdriver. Like, I just had one. I don't know what I do with my tools half the time. I'm sitting on them usually. Oh, man. Yes, another thing that you have to do a complete redesign on. Man, you're gonna get all this done before college, silly butts? You gotta do a redesign on that. You gotta do a redesign on the Super Sledge. I mean, is the Thumper done with its updates? Because it seems pretty done. Got to take that to a couple of events. That one did very well. I was very happy with that. I'm a little sad that HVZ isn't going right now because I really want to take... I mean, as soon as HVT starts back up, I'm taking the Thumper to HVZ because it's going to be so much fun for HVZ. There we go. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. So we did... This is the piece that Taffy... I'm going to do that all night. This is the piece that Silly Bus was telling me that I had to put on first. To put on this piece. And then screw this together. So this is where we are right now. Oh, man. Let's see. So... You'll do it for college. You know what? That's fair. Alright. And then we will put... I'm going to put this piece on next. It's interesting that the way these go on. Okay, so these two are supposed to... So this is supposed to be able to slide into that one. Okay. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm a genius. Backwards goes that way. This, yeah, because that would make sense. I got it. Again, in my defense, I'm watching a video of Silly Butts holding the silly pistol. Oh, man, the one wheels. Like, I have 2 of my regulars at Maryland Nerfherders ride one wheels. And they're both over 40. One seriously messed up their shoulder riding a one wheel, but that has not stopped him from riding his one wheel. I am not good at the one wheel. I have tried. I don't have that. That's not a skill set that I possess. So now we're just screwing this piece on. Like, Honest, and for anybody building any of these blasters, I recommend just ordering a whole bunch of these screws, because I can't tell you how many of these I've like lost just because they fall out of my hands. These screws are just always good to have because they're used in so many. Oh, an actual electric skateboard. Oh, I've seen some of those. Those are neat. My trigger has become misaligned. Okay. Stay there. I might actually glue that in place so it doesn't move. Because like it's one of those technically the friction is supposed to keep this in place, but I think that I might just glue it just to help hold it in place a little bit better. 440 screws are great. I do like 440 screws. The only thing I like more than 440 is some nice M3 screws, because I just find that those screws work better than just regular Phillips head screw. Oh, okay, good. So when I get to the end, they'll actually be holding by these. Got it. Okay. Okay, we're getting places now. All right. So then this facing up, which is going to go in, I'm assuming from that way, because this end is, yeah. Okay. We're going places. We're getting there. One step at a time. Go ahead and throw this on there real quick, because this is just going to go straight on top. Yeah. So, yeah, this is going to be an easy build. Like, I am very surprised with just how little. Fingers work with me. Yeah, like I enjoy some nice M3 screws. Those are pleasant. Only issue is I always am losing the Allen key that I need for it. So actually, because I keep losing the little Allen keys, I went out and actually bought one of these. I figure I'm less likely to lose one of these because it's so much bigger than the stinking tiny Allen keys that I lose all the time. Like, literally all the time. Alright, we got one screw in, which will help hold it in place. Now we're just going to throw that other screw in there. Ah, man. Let's see. Oh, check my Discord. What's going on? Somebody messaging me? Oh, Taffy's messaging me. Oh! Okay, yeah, just a legit electric skateboard. Dope. That is fast. And I am not... You are a braver person than I am, Taffy. A much braver person than I am. I am not that brave. Oh, man. Like, I was the kid that was afraid to take my bike over the ramp just because I am not an extreme sports person. I'm not really a sports person in general outside of Nerf. Like, I enjoy playing sports, but I'm not that good. So, sports for me, like, and I grew up around a lot of competitive people, so, like, I didn't get to play much sports. Because it's like, nope, you're not good enough. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go do other things. Just gonna put the finger guard in real quick just because I can. Dual brushless motors. Oh, those are giant brushless motors. Dang. On your... Those are brushless motors on your skateboard? Those are huge. When are you going to throw those in a blaster? The Koosh Ball brushless blaster. I want to see it. That sounds dope. So I've got that on. I pushed this in through the back. I've got this on top. Now we're just going to throw spring on. Now we're going to have to push that down so I can put the plunger head on. So I'm going to have to hold this down here for a second so I can get that on. And I'm assuming it's just like the slab where you got to put the 2 screws in the top first, then the 2 screws on the side. Silly. I'm just going to assume, because I built the slab last night, and because I wanted to make sure that I had everything for the slab, which is why I'm not building it on the stream tonight. because I ended up forgetting 4 different pieces for the slab that I needed. So I was glad I built it last night so I could actually get everything printed for it that I needed. And thankfully, I actually have everything I need for the silly pistol, which is just it's a cute little build. Like, this thing's adorable. Oh man, do a wireless remote. That would be. I mean, I want to see it. I just want to see a giant brushless blaster or turret or what. I just want. Somebody's got to do it. Yeah, the only thing silly with this plunger design is there's no plunger padding at all. Are you worried about the plunger or anything breaking or not? Because that's the one thing I did notice is there's no padding. I considered putting a pad on mine just in case, but like I figure let me just go off of the instructions and do it that way. So I was curious about that. Let me know what you think and why you decided not to use any kind of padding on the plunger head, because it's pretty much just that, like, there's no at least not in the hardware kit, there's nothing to put on the plunger head, and according to the video it didn't look like there was anything for it either. So alright, so now we've got this part so far. Yeah, tooth facing up. I didn't make that mistake, thankfully. Okay, so going forward, you'll have adhesive pads that go on the front of the slab. Yeah, I was just curious about that, just because, like, in all other blaster builds, or a lot of other blaster builds that I've done, they have some kind of padding to keep it from, like, breaking, essentially. Okay, that makes sense. Is there a reason that you decided not to use the air brake system, like on the Lynx, for it? Because that actually helps with, like, dry fires and whatnot. So I was just curious why you did. I mean, this is a nice plunger head design. It works well. It's solid. I'm just curious why you decided not to go with the air brake system. Well, I guess with the air brake, you'd have to do another O-ring on the outside. It's a completely different plunger rod catch system, so I guess that makes sense. So we've got so this thing. Oh, dang it! I goofed. So now that I've got this all on, I get to take this off now because I forgot to put this on. Because I'm a genius. Yeah, so apparently the way of silly, always less hardware. Which, you know what? I appreciate that. Like, Silly's hardware kits are some of the cheapest hardware kits out there. And for the blasters you're getting for them, is, especially like the slab. The slab is a really, really efficient blaster. Like, the prime on that is so easy and so smooth. I haven't had a chance to chronograph it yet. I'll be doing that tomorrow. But I was very impressed with how light the prime was. Blasters that combine. You know what? Yes, I want to see it. Mighty Morphing Blasters. If any of you saw the stress testing that OFD, Old Fusion Designs, did on the Meowser, like, oh man, that's made me so uncomfortable watching that. It's like, just throwing the blaster on the ground. Which, like, I get it, that's good for stress testing, but like, just throwing the blasters on the ground. Alright, now I've got this piece on, I can put the spring and the plunger head back on. Alright. Take 2, much like this stream, as I dump a screw on the ground. Oh, and there goes my phone. As I've said before, I'm an incredibly organized person. He said, sarcastically. Alright. So once I get this screwed on, I'll show you where I'm at so far. Drop a slab repeatedly just for me. Thank you, silly. Appreciate that. It's like I was saying in the Discord, like the only thing worse than that is like when people just dry fire their blaster. Oh, I hate that sound. I hate it so much. Let's see. Oh yeah, see, man. I'm actually surprised I've never built any of their blasters. I just haven't got around to it. Like, I like their designs. I just haven't gotten around to building any of those. It's not intentional, and I am very curious to try building one of their designs. It's just never got around to it. Ugh. Just leave me out of these dry fires. I want no part in those. Alright. Now back to the... Alright, so here we are now. Now I've got this piece on, so it's all actually going together now. So... Okay. So, yeah. So we got a nice little system going on here. Okay. So next thing I gotta do is I gotta take the... Now, Silly, in your slab video, I noticed that you wanted me to glue the O-ring onto this piece. Is that the same for the Silly pistol as well? That the O-ring should be glued on here? Oh, that's fascinating. Okay, yeah, so you're gonna like drive the screw, put the screwdriver through those holes to put into here. Fascinating. Okay. I don't know if my big screwdriver will fit through there, but we'll find out. Nope. Time to get the small screwdriver. Is it long enough? Yes. Okay. So far, no, I have not forgotten anything yet, which I am very surprised, especially considering how the slab went last night. But yes, so far, I've not forgotten a thing. I am having coordination problems trying to get this screw to go into here. But I haven't forgotten anything yet. But then again, I haven't started on the red herring yet, and that one has so many small parts that I forget about. Especially for this one, I had to print my own links catch. So we'll see how my printed links catch goes compared to the ones that you get from Dan. So, let go. Okay. All right, I'm done. Kidding. I'm sorry. Continuing on. I built, so, Sky, I'm building your red herring. The red herring I'm building for you is in this bucket. I just gotta make sure hopefully I have all the pieces. And then at some point I'm gonna get you a... I have so many blasters for Sky right now that I need to get to them. Oh, you know what? That's fair. I see the thought behind that, but it was for comedy, so I was able to live with it because it was for comedy. So it's comedy is always an acceptable reason. Just, oh man, see that's the thing. My SBL that I was using was very certain. Like there were several really big spills I took while holding the SBL, and I just let go of the SBL, and it went one way, I went another. Came back to it like, okay, still good. All right, back and find some glue, which is in my other tool bag. 1 second. Gotta get my other tool bag. It has my glue in it. Alright. We've got the glue. Alright. Now we're going to glue on this O-ring. So we've got the pusher on the slide. I went with the slide with the hand ramp on it just because. So, Well, I'm okay. My lungs just decided to stop working. I'm fine. Alright. A little bit of glue. O-ring is now glued on. I do believe I need to put the plunger tube on first. At least according to Silly's video. So we're going to go grab our lubricant. Comedic stress testing. I'm having a problem with those keyboards, Sky. Ooh, bump the table. Ooh. Put the O-ring on here. Go. Alright. So now we got O-ring. Got this. We're going to be doing that next. Okay. Following along with Taffy's video. Okay. That looks nice though. Just slide. Currently it's just slid on top. Pretty sure I have to. Oh, okay. So, currently waiting for Silly to tell me the next thing to do in their video. Oh, the colors are gorgeous. I'm very happy with how the colors turned out on this one. Alright, now we're up to the front assembly. Alright, so we're done with that for now. So that means I'm going to need my turnaround, which I put rail on, because I need rails on my blaster. It's the biggest problem with the red herring right now. Red herring doesn't have rails. And I need rails on my blaster. I need rails and sling points. That's what I need in my blasters. Rails and sling points. Quickly clean up my Magwell. I forgot to put support in this area, so I ended up with a little bit of a mess here. So I quickly sand that off real quick. A bit of stringing. Gotta love that white filament. Mistake, like even if you're printing good or printing well, I guess, like it always just shows like the smallest of mistakes. Build the sling. I'm building the sling version, right? Like I'm building the sling version tonight. Oh man, let's see. Oh, and Silly is assembling a slab, a V4 slab. Now, how is the V4 slab assembling in comparison to the V3? Is there that much different? Yes, I'm printing both the bolt and the sling version. I wanted to print the sling version so that way I could test it out tomorrow. That way for the video on the red herring, I could do a comparison between the bolt and the sling version, because the other red herring that I built uses the bolt, and Taffy's been yelling at me to build the sling version ever since. So I got to make sure I at least do that. So it looks like I'm going to end up needing this piece. Let's see. I'm going to follow Silly's instructions and see what they say. So the moving Magwell is so fascinating to me. I really dig the moving Magwell. Okay, so I'm just trying to follow the video real quick. Enjoy your shower, Taffy. Alright, so I'm going to get the pin through this piece here. My pliers. So yeah, I'm putting a pin through the turnaround, through the Magwell. There we go. Also, Taffy, Not taffy, sorry. Silly. I'm going to keep doing that all night, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to. It's not intentional. It's just me. So, Silly, did you put "This is loss" on your turnaround? Did you really put "This is loss" on your turnaround? Oh my word, silly. Silly. Ooh. Alright, so, that's a problem. So currently, I'm not sure what the issue is, but it's not wanting to go all the way to here. So I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like that, but it wants to fight me on that. It only wants to rest like there. I can push it all the way to here, but it feels like it's putting a lot of pressure on it, so not sure what other side, what'd you put on the other side? Oh jeez. The other side looking a little sus. Silly, this is ridiculous. But is this supposed to be giving me that much trouble to do that? Do I need to sand something, or is it supposed to be like that? I'll wait for you to answer me. I'll keep working in the meantime. Oh, gonna put these side panels on next. Way to the corner of the Magwell that's hitting it. Okay, so that's what I thought. Okay, gotcha. Yep. All right. Grab our handy dandy file. Maybe we can snap if you force it. All right. Yeah, you mean like the one you did at End War? I saw that on video. That was funny. So what about the Magwell is going to be changing to not allow that to happen? Just like little things here and there to make it a little bit smoother? Or are you going to be doing like a big redesign later? Don't mind me just sanding my problems away. There's a little bit more. Okay, so it's going to be a whole nother part. Okay, yeah, I can see that making it a lot easier. Ah, better. So now it'll sit. There we go. Ta-da! Oh. Bye. Bye, Perry. Hello, Ronan. Welcome to the stream. Currently working on a silly pistol. I'm just going to do this for the rest of the stream. Okay. I was tempted to go longer, but obviously I don't want to lose everyone watching. That it is. It definitely do be silly. Whew. Alright, now I'm going to put these side panels on to hold that pin in place. So how's that slab going, Silly? More comedic stress testing, yes. Exactly. Is it comedic? Yes. Then I'm down. Will it be funny? Yeah. I honestly, like with every blaster that I've been building from Silly, each one's just been getting easier to build. Like, I've been very, very impressed with the design work that Silly's been putting out. Because I think I started with the... What was the first one I did? Was the first one the pump skewer? Was that the first one I did? Can't remember. Because I know I've done the pump skewer. That one wasn't too bad. That one was fairly easy, I want to say. The Silly Max was interesting. It wasn't hard. It's interesting. It's just the way I can put it. I don't know how else to say it. But so I did the Silly Max. I've done the Thumper and the Super Sledge. Super Sledge has probably been the hardest one. And even that one wasn't hard. It's just the most complicated, I'd say. The current iteration of the Thumper is actually pretty good. Like, the redesign you did on it really, really improved, especially the building process behind the Thumper. And the way that you did it, like, the current iteration of the Thumper is way better. I mean, that makes sense, with the Silly Max being more of a personal thing. I can understand that. Like, it's still fun. I want to build more and just run Silly Maxes for Titan Ball. That's what I want to do. Right. Okay, so now we have the side panels on. Might have to sand that a little bit more. It's not a lot, just a little bit of it. Just a little bit more, just for nice and flush. That's right here. I got it. Yeah, like I built. So how many is that now? Pump Skewer, Silly Max, Thumper, Super Sledge. I'm building the Silly Pistol now. I built the slab, so I'm now at least up to 6 different Silly Butts blasters that I've built. So, working on collecting them all. We'll see how it goes. And then, the amount of projects that Silly Butts has been working on, though, has been insane. Sure this is okay. Silly. I've run into an issue. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like that. Is this supposed to line up? Because I feel like these two are supposed to line up and they don't. Is that a problem? Because I feel like this might be a problem. I don't know what to do about that. I don't. How did I get this? I don't know. I don't know how I did that. I was just putting it up. I'm like, I feel like that's supposed to line up. But it doesn't. I mean, I could make it work, but like, I don't think that's supposed to be how that goes. So which piece do I need to reprint? Do I need to reprint the Magwell, or do I need to reprint this side place? What did I do? I'm very fascinated now. What could I have possibly done wrong? Oh boy, let me think about it. What did I... Hold on. Let me look. I'll look back at this thing, make sure I'm not doing it wrong. What did I do? Oh. So, in case you're wondering, my turnaround is backwards. That's the problem I'm having right here. The turnaround is supposed to be going that way, which would explain why it's not lining up right. Yep. That would do it. Oh my. That's funny. The best part is the fact that Silly Butts made me come to that conclusion by myself. To be like, all right, think about it. Which way does the air go? See, and this is why I don't live stream builds. Because stuff like this happens. I can't tell you how many times I'm putting links together, because I built like 5 of them now, that I put them on backwards. Not backwards. I put the catch on backwards. I get to have that in the assembly. Yep. This is the fun part of live streaming. Oh, man, that's hilarious. Which also means that could also be the reason why my Magwell's not working right. Because my Magwell is also backwards. That would explain so much. Just gonna take this whole thing apart now. Oh my. Alright, now to take this pin out. Ugh. I need like a second pin to push this pin out. Which I don't think I had a second pin on me at the... Oh no, I do! Second pin! Silly pistol shouldn't be that bad, and the the silly pistol shouldn't be that bad. The red herring I've technically built before. Let's go for it. Oh man, see, look, no, see, this is great. This just goes to show that anyone can build a silly silly pistol. If I can do it, so can you. Oh man. Oop, too far. Too far in. There we go. Alright, so yeah, no, that works fine. Now it works fine. Alright. Okay, alright, you know what? I'm gonna make sure that these two line hey look! They line up now. Oh no. My reputation as a skilled modder. Oh man. Glues to the mat. Okay, so that's what I thought. I thought it was going to be something where I had to glue it in place. I had a feeling. It was a hunch, you might say. Yeah, I'll do that next. I just want to get the panels on so I don't have to worry about losing this pin. And then I'll work on, then I'll glue the thing in place. Get that going. Interlocking shape inside of the ridge. Okay. Okay. I gotcha. Yeah, I kind of figured, because it's not the same. Because this thing has 2 different shapes on each side, and I'm assuming that, yeah. So you end up with essentially if I can get that to focus, you got like kind of a square edge and a angled edge, and I'm going to assume that the angled edge goes up and the squared edge goes down. So, like that. So yeah. So let me get that other panel in, and then I'll glue that in place. So I hope everyone's having a good time. Oh man. The joys of life. Let's see. Hey, we actually have 7 people watching. That's fun. So let's get the glue to the Magwell. Make sure you clamp it. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Yep. I'll clamp it in place. I actually have a clamp in my tool bag over there, so I'll grab that next. Because I got the glue. I just got to get the clamp. And I'll work on getting the O-rings inside this turnaround next as well. Because those will be fun to deal with. Alright, so let me go grab my clamp. Need to reinforce an ERTL rapid fire shotgun. Is that the new Fortnite one? I'm not familiar with that one. Alright. Let's see. Alright, silly butts. We'll see what kind of disaster I'm in when you get back. I'm gonna go grab a clamp. Oh, I have returned with a clamp. Oh. Now we get our glue. So as Silly Butts said, there's a square side and an angled side. So you want the square side in the Magwell. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue that in. Oh, the Bass Pro. Geez, man, that goes back. I don't know anything about that blaster, unfortunately. I am not that old school of a nerfer. That is before my time in the hobby. So unfortunately, maybe some of the others could... Ah, yeah, see, Silly Butts is there. Silly Butts is there to save the day, as per usual. Alright. Alright, we got this clamped in place, so I'm going to let that glue dry. I'm going to work on getting the O-rings in to the turnaround here. Nope, not this O-ring. This O-ring. Yeah. It's funny, I ended up spending a lot of time trying to get the O-rings into the slab turnaround. I don't know why, like I usually don't have that much trouble. Well, I think it's because the slab has a little bit of extra bits around the front, so it's a little bit harder to work with than some of the other ones. But like usually I don't have that much trouble getting the O-rings into these little turnaround areas here. They're really not that bad. As long as the O-rings cooperate. Yep, see, look, O-rings in place. So I think, while that clamp is still going, I'm going to go ahead and take this and go ahead and screw that in there. It's supposed to be, or am I missing a step? Because I feel like that is supposed to be, there's a hole there, there's a hole there. Alright, so what is this elastic doing? So let me go ahead and do this thing then while I'm at it. So this seems pretty straightforward. So for the mag release, goes in the side there. Looks like it's got a pin that comes through. Where does the pin comes through from up there? Okay. So pin comes through from the top. What is that hole for? Alright, so we're gonna need some more elastic, which holds it there, and it looks like it's gonna go, yeah, so we're gonna tie a knot, put through this hole, and then come out the back here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I could just let the clamp dry or let the glue dry, but you know, why be patient? I'm actually going to grab more elastic. I seem to be running out of elastic, and I don't feel like dealing with this tiny bit. Not for stretching it all the way around over there. So I am going to grab some extra elastic. I have obtained extra elastic. All right. Oh, the color scheme, I've got a kind of a pastel green, blue, white, with a little bit of safety orange. That's what I'm going for. It's filaments I had, and I thought they looked good together, so. So for those watching the stream, this filament I actually bought to have a Baja Blast themed blaster, which is still in the works, so. Pretty close to a silly jolt or silly triad. Should look up the Omni Torch. That one's a lot of fun. I still gotta fine tune mine is the issue. I've got too many leaks apparently, and so it's hindering performance. Oh, this is the elastic that I got from a different hardware kit, which is a little bit thicker. So we'll see how this one goes through. There we go. All right. plus side, should only need one knot. Yep, just gotta thread the elastic through the magwell. Yeah, like, well, as soon as I saw, because I saw this filament in Valor's Discord, I'm like, oh my word, that's like the perfect Baja Blast color. I need to make a Baja Blaster. So, I'm building a HVZ primary with this colors because my HVZ squad is the Taco Hell squad, because we always go to Taco Bell after HVZ. So, I figured seemed fitting to have a blaster designed after the infamous exactly. That would be one of my Taco Hell members right there. We have fun. We have a good time. There we go. Alright. Got the mag release in. I would test a mag, but all my mags are packed up actually for the war tomorrow, so I actually don't have any mags on me, or else I would test the mag, but I think it'll be okay. There's another hole right here, silly, whenever you come back, because you would think it would be for a screw to hold that pin in place, but like, it looks like it's just another hole for another pin, so I don't know. I'll ask you again when you come back. That is a fascinating feature. That must make him. Take. Oh, there goes my blaster. Oh yeah, I guess I could screw this on now. I'm gonna go ahead and screw the top to the base here, so that way that doesn't happen again. Let's see. Welcome back. I was actually just about to ask. I was actually just asking a question of you. There's another hole in the front here. Like, is that supposed to be for a screw to hold the pin, or is that for something else? Hey, yes, this blaster is doing way more stress testing than I wanted it to. But that one was not for comedy. That one was just because I have butterfingers. It means like having butter, like just butter on your fingers, not like the candy. For some reason, I've never put that together. I've always thought of the candy. Oh, that's why it comes with filament. Okay. Yeah, I had this piece of filament. I'm like, huh, that's interesting. Wonder what that's for. You do not want to go. Whenever a screw doesn't screw in properly, it's like, don't you want to go to your home? What's the matter? Are you too good for your home? Oh, man. Alright. Getting this screwed together. We're getting there. Alright. That's good. Yeah, so now we got a nice little... Alright. So next up, I've got to make sure I have everything. That's right, I got to screw this front piece in. Oh, that's right, I was trying to figure out what is... So, another hole question. There's a hole in the bottom here that goes through the inside here. What is that for? Like, I didn't see it in your video. I'll admit, I was not listening clearly, so that's my fault, but... What is this hole for? And again, it feels like another one for elastic. We'd be known for a lot of screws. It depends on the blaster. Like, honestly, I really don't mind these screws. They're not that bad. Like, Like for this build, it's really not that bad. Goes in from the back of the muzzle. Oh, that's fascinating. All right. Good to know. Once I can take this clamp off, I'll go ahead and add that too. Just for extra durability, I'm assuming. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I'll make sure to grab that once I take this clamp off, which it should be dry soon. Honestly, I'd probably like to use some actual like 2-part epoxy on it. I'm not sure what you use, but like I just use some Loctite on it right now, which I don't think is going to hold all that well. It's just what I had at the moment. I'm probably going to replace it with some like actual like super glue or 2-part epoxy or something of that nature. Throw the O-ring on it now. Yeah, so we got this screwed on. We're going to have to put one screw in through the back once I can take this clamp off. Maybe not yet, actually. Let me just pull this. Yep, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm going to need something better than lock that out of that, or I'm going to have to let it sit for a lot longer. Let me see if I can find my super glue real quick. Ugh. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to grab some. It's the... Things have actually been going pretty well. Yeah, so I'm going to switch out for some actual super glue. And then I'll reclamp it. Now, I guess I'm going to have to open it up some. Ow, that landed on my foot. That was painful. Okay. Ooh, it's a lot. Let me just... Alright, now we're going to reclamp this back in place. Put the clamp back on. Just let that sit for a bit. Yeah, so I can come back to that later. But yeah, like this is gonna go on here once I get the barrel. I guess I can throw the barrel on now, I guess. Kind of curious what performance I'll end up getting out of this. Yes, I will be it. Oh, well, I thought you were asking me if I'll be at Nerf Herders. I'm like, of course. Oops. Uh-oh. Well, the O-ring's coming loose. Yes, I will be using it at Nerf Herders. I'm building it for one of my locals, but I have to use it for myself too, so I can give a proper review, because is it really a proper review if you haven't used it in a game? Oh, that's a... Didn't even think about that, but you're right. I feel like this should sit back farther. There we go. Now you're seated back. Throw one of these on. So we got the barrel in. Throw one of these on, because I'm assuming that's what I need it for. And then we're going to grab our... Here it is. Screw here. Yeah, I'm actually going to be using quite a few new blasters at Nerf Herders. I'm going to be using the Red Herring, going to be using the Slab, going to be using the Silly Pistol. So, yeah, so I got that on there now. Okay, so while I'm thinking about it, go ahead and so this little piece of filament goes right in here. This little hole in the front. Found out what it was for. Maybe. I might have to switch out to some pliers to actually get a good grip on it. Ooh, that'll be fun to see. I look forward to seeing that one in the Discord. not want to work with me. Get in your hole. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Alright, that should work. Oh yeah, no, it was all the way in. It's just I had to cut the filament at a bit of an angle to get it to fit. So it's not my fault this time. All right. Ba-dum-bum-bum. All right. All right, let's see. Glue on it. Cover the cap. All right. Okay, so I was watching the video to figure out what I needed to do next. Alright, so these two just slide together. Alright. That makes sense. So as long as this clamp doesn't get in my way, it should be good to slip it all together. Neat. I like how this comes together. Alright. Okay. Alright. There we go. I'll actually fold it up now. Alright. We're getting there, everybody. It's almost there. It's not quite all the way back, though. This is difficult because trying to line up the, make sure the O-ring is all lined up, which it do. Alright, so I got to apply a little bit of pressure on it to make sure all the holes line up. Grab my screwdriver, which I have misplaced yet again. I'm not sitting on it this time, it's on the floor. Side panels in. Make sure it's all the way flush first. So, anybody else working on blasters tonight? I know Silly's working on a slab this evening. Yes, the tabs are in place. That is, I did make sure of that. You know, I like magnetic screwdrivers until they actually pull the screw out of the hole that they were set in. Ugh. Woohoo! Swift is working. That's great. Alright, we've got, it's all coming together. Taffy is just vibing. So you're vibing at least until I start building the red herring, and then you get to start yelling at me for all the things I'm doing wrong. Interesting. All right, so aside from the glue that is drying right now, I believe. Oh nope, I missed a screw. One more right there. So I got all the side panels screwing on. I mean, sure, I'll have to grab my headphones, but yes, I can add you. I can be on Discord call with you if you want. Hey Taffy, is this something to one of your projects, or is this going to something else? Because this was in my bin of parts. I thought it was to this project. Apparently, it's not. I put you on speed. It's going to be FoamCon all over again. All right, so theoretically, this should work. Again, theoretically. Let's try and make it catch. All right, it catches. But does it fire? Hold on. Oh, okay. It's just a muzzle piece? Okay. Ta-da. I don't need that. I'm going to be using one of... I obviously have to grab more pieces, but I'm going to be using this piece on the front of it. Alright. Testing. Whew. Not a good seal, but it does technically work. Let's see how well this glue is doing. Woo! Nope. Nope, that glue needs to dry some more. Nope. That's gonna be the one thing I'm probably gonna have to add more glue to this and then reclamp it again, because I feel like that's gonna be the one thing that fails. I really am gonna get some epoxy putty for this thing to make sure it stays. You behave yourself. All right, I'm gonna grab a dart though, because I want to see how well it fires. I got darts over here. With some Mega XL too. Alright, so we're going to leave the clamp on for now. Alright. Oh, I guess I'll have to prime that back so I can get over past the clamp. This clamp really is just in the way. Alright, so you do have this sticking out, but let's see how well it fires. Woo! That's spicy. I did not expect that kind of power. Dang. Alright, now let's try it with a Mega XL. See how that goes. If you're wondering how I'm firing Mega XL, it's because I will be using this. Let's see. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. But honestly, like, I am... Okay. Oh, it's these. I hear something rattling. I'm like, what is rattling? It's just these pieces here on the clamp. I'll have to look at the hardware list to know exactly what barrel length this is. Get in there. There we go. Ba-ba-ba. Test firing number 2. Not too shabby. Hold the side closed. Wow. Like that? I'm holding it with my thumb. Oh wow. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. No, that made a huge difference. So if so if I put pressure on the back and plug the barrel, it's actually a way better seal. Here, check this out. It stops right. That was actually pretty good. That I dig that. The barrel length, let me check my hardware list real quick. It might say on it. Other way. It does not. It does not tell me the barrel length. I can look it up on Silver Fox Industries because I got this hardware from Silver Fox Industries. So it should be on their website. I can look it up real quick. And see what we have to work with. Da-da-da-da-da. Scrolling. Probably would have been easier if I had gone through Sablet's Discord, actually, at this point. Because I'm just going to keep scrolling. And I gotta lean in to read the chat. Caps Lock. Actually, I'm going to go... Might be easier if I go this way. Caps Lock. There it is. Yeah, by the way, hardware kit, $20 for this. Like, that's ridiculous. Alright, and the hardware kit does not tell me. It does not tell me, because it's still in beta, I guess. Oh, there's one other thing I forgot to do. There's a screw up here that I got to screw that in real quick. Hold on. This blaster's not finished yet. There's one more screw. Whew. Yeah, no, this is ridiculously good. $20 for a hardware kit. And like not much prints and just it's ridiculous. And this thing is amazing. It's so good. Yeah. Thereabouts. Yeah, about a 6-inch barrel. That makes sense. Oh, whoops, my clamp came off. Where did my clamp go? Yeah, I really gotta let that glue dry, because that's the one thing is like this is not gonna. Yeah, might actually add a little bit more just because, and just let it set overnight. That's gonna be one of the things that takes the longest, just the letting the glue dry. So this is just gonna sit overnight and dry, but it works well. So, Silly, is the gluing going to be the only option available, or will you actually have a like screwing option or something of that nature, or is this that for like because it needs to flex and whatnot? Honestly, you have a point. Like if you've got, yeah, like you could literally print this. If you got 440 screws, you got a barrel, you got O-rings. Yeah, no, actually, you're right. You could probably build one of these with just hardware that you already have. Now that you mention it, that's a good point. No, this thing is really fun, though. Like, and I haven't gotten a mag in it yet, so we'll see how that goes. That's nice. That is true. That's true. If we didn't want to do the folding Magwell, if I just did you're right. If you had a Magwell that didn't fold, that would solve the issue right there. You make a good point there. So that's something to know. Are the files for the non-folding version available, or is it just folding right now? Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, that was that part. Now, so, Silly Pistol, complete. Didn't forget to print anything, so that's great. We do have to wait for the glue to dry, which hopefully by tomorrow will be perfectly dry, and I can run this at the war tomorrow. And we'll see how that goes. So I'm just gonna set this to the side now. But that's actually a lot of fun. It's the teeniest tiny bit of rail. I'm not even sure what I'm gonna put up there. But I have rail. It might be tiny, but I have rail. Oh my. It's ridiculous. Okay, so there is an option for, okay. Yeah, that's I like the folding option. Like, I like that as an option to have. So and one of the things I did make sure to print for the red herring is I made sure to print the plunger head from the lynx and the lynx catch as well. Let's see if we hopefully have updated elastic for the in need of a knife. Let's see if they've updated, because last time I bought a hardware kit it had the wrong size elastic, so I'm hoping that this will have the correct size elastic and I won't be struggling with the elastic bits. Looks like I'll still be struggling with the elastic bits. I might try and see if I can find some thinner elastic to deal with the bits, because I don't really feel like dealing with the thicker elastic that comes in this hardware kit. Just not a big fan of this thicker stuff. Yeah, the Lynx plunger head, yeah, that's the word. So I might try and go see if I can find some thinner stuff for this. I don't know what that's for. Alright, we'll find out what all this is for as we go through. As you can see, much more hardware in the red herring. There's one back here. We've got bars, barrels, spring, another barrel, plunger. A good bit more. But it's also... Oh, yes. I will call you, Taffy. I will call you. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to make a... Yes, I will get good sleep tonight. Don't worry. I only have to get up at 7 tomorrow. It's not that bad. Make sure the field is set up on time. Yeah, so Taffy, I will call you in just a minute. I am going to take a quick restroom break, and I will be right back. So enjoy the wall. Still filming, but still recording. I'm just taking a bathroom break. Alright, upon Taffy's request, I will be calling them and on speakerphone, so we'll see how this goes. Alright. Calling you, Taffy. Hello.
Hi.
Just getting ready to get started.
I am also sitting in bed, so this is going to be fun.
Alright, you guys let me know if you can hear Taffy on screen.
From both of you.
There's about I want to say a 6-second delay.
Yes, let me figure out how to mute the YouTube, because I only need to hear one of these things, but I also need to be able to see both. I mean, see.
Right. So.
Also, hello everyone, I am gay.
Love it.
Okay, seriously, how do I... Mobile.
What was that?
How do I mute this on mobile? What the hell? Oh, words am I allowed to say and not say?
I mean, I think I've sworn on stream before, so it doesn't really bother me any if you swear. So just everybody on stream, you might hear Taffy swear. You are forewarned.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay, that may have been a bit much. I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. Please.
Because I feel like if I did this on like Wacom stream or something, it might get. Could that get demonetized? Because
I mean, I'm not even monetized to begin with. My channel's not monetized. I'm apparently not popular enough.
Oh. It's not like the Windows where I can just volume mixer.
UMBC has taken over my chat, apparently. They are my local HVZ players. We love playing with them, and they've taken over my chat.
Seriously, how do I... It's time to use the power of Google.
Are you still hearing me on... so are you watching YouTube and on this call on the same device?
I have paused YouTube so that way I can actually,
Okay.
listen to you without getting an endless echo that's going to cause problems.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm currently struggling with this catch spring. I know how to do this. This part's not too bad. It's just, it takes me a minute to get the spring in the right position to where I can get the catch into place. Because it likes to be complicated. So yeah, I'm taking this spring, catch, fun things. Yeah, somebody help Taffy figure out how to mute. Oh, there it goes. I'm pretty sure one of my other springs went this way. So I'm going to chase some springs real quick across my floor. Ugh. You know what? I'm going to do what I did before, which was I'm going to take a flathead. I'm going to hold the spring down without it flying. Nope, I failed.
I think I had an idea because I can change the volume of calls separately from media, so I guess I can just turn down shit.
Sorry, we'll get there.
Try talking. Can I hear? Oh, I can hear you. I can hear you, but I have.
You can hear like me on the phone call, like regular phone call, or are you talking about me on the stream?
And I have the YouTube muted. Okay.
Yay! All right. So real quick, which way does the slope go on the catch? If I'm
The slope.
On the the catch, because I always put it. I somehow didn't put it in backwards the first time, but if I'm taking the catch. It's gonna be a 6-second delay, but if I put it in,
The slope, the short side goes forward and the tall side goes backward.
tall side goes backward. This is the front. Real quick, this is the front.
There's a delay.
Yeah, I know. There's like 6 seconds.
Hold it up again.
Just stand here for a minute. I'll be okay. It might be more of a delay now. I don't know. So
Did you drop it?
No, it's holding it in my hands. I don't know what the stream looks like for everybody else. Now I put it down just because my finger was getting tired of holding the spring.
Oh yeah, this is an annoying part of the installation that I need to figure out. I promise most of my blasters aren't this terrible.
Oh, I know. I built a skewer before.
I'm just talking to everybody else in the chat.
Oh, jeez. Well, okay. I think this is the spring that...
This part's annoying, and I need to figure out how to make this not suck. The slope. So think of it this way. You want the catch to be able to smoothly slide up onto the trigger.
Uh-huh.
And it slides forwards.
So if it's...
the slope has to be pointing...
Oh, no, it's this.
Small, short side forward, tall side back for it to actually
Yeah. That makes sense. So if it's going... Yeah, that makes sense. So it needs to go that way. I'm going to have to grab pliers for this because this is being... I'm just so terrified of losing this tiny spring, you know? Like, that's the most annoying part.
I'm looking at a very delayed stream.
Oh, is it that bad?
Sometimes syncs up with your mouth, but not all the time.
Huh. Weird. Like, I know I checked it earlier, and it was only like a 6-second delay, which was not that bad, considering, like, in the past, my delays have been, like, 15 seconds of a delay, which is really bad. But...
Flap your arms.
Flap my arms. I'm flapping my arms. This is your stream test.
8-second delay.
Alright. Ooh. I'm making progress. But I swear, if I put this... Alright. I've got the spring in. The real question is, do I have it in correctly? But I'm pretty sure I've got it right? Like that. Like that, right? I'm going to wait here for 8 seconds.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, thank goodness. I was waiting for you to tell me I had it in backwards. I was just waiting for that. I was like, it's going to happen. I know it. It's going to happen. I'm just going to punch out. See, I'm not so worried about showing the audience the build side of it because there's an actual build video, whereas with the Silly Pistol, the build video was a lot of talking. I'm not on Discord. I'm on Discord right now. What are you talking about? I'm literally on Discord on call with Taffy.
Hello.
So I don't know what you're saying. Like, I'm not on Discord. Oh, not me. Fine. Don't talk to me. I'll just be here.
Is there any specific spot where the elastic is annoying?
Well, it's hard to say because the elastic I have is really thick, so I don't think it's the elastic that yours is designed to go with. I already talked to Nate about it. Oh, my word. I already talked to Nate about it. Hang around. I'll have to check my stocks. I think I got a couple of pieces of elastic laying around. I'm going to try and use those, especially for the barrel, because the thicker elastic on the barrel is what caused the...
But that wouldn't be as fun.
No, I like the system you have, and I think it'll be easier...
Yeah, so do I.
If my thing just wasn't, you know... Let's see...
Figure out the tolerance. Sun looks great. I'll DM it to you.
Okay, I might have to figure out what's going on with that. That's fun. Oh, man.
Confused.
Oh, yeah, no, the lag is pretty bad. See if that helps. Because, like, I'm not, like, only my iPad is on Wi-Fi. Like, nothing else should be on Wi-Fi right now. I'm up to 1 frame per second. All right, nope, back down to 0. Turn off my microwave.
That's a very fast blaster.
1 frame per second. 1 FPS. Let's go.
Sorry. Actually, you know what? That's breaking our FPS cap here. You can't use that. Sorry.
Melee only. I'm sorry.
Melee still breaks the FPS cap. You can only shoot 0 FPS.
0.
It's just one place.
Oh my! Let me finish driving everything out of my. Oh, one thing I will say, moving parts to get the to actuate the catch.
I had that same to move the.
I've had problems with links and like my Wi-Fi is just being terrible at the moment. I'm sorry.
Yes. Wait, is the audio still going through?
I don't know. Like, is my audio? Can you guys still hear me? And is it just the video?
I'm on a call with you, so I guess this is a podcast now. Welcome to
This is a podcast now.
Taffy.
It's not a huge deal that they can't see if they can hear me. So when you guys can hear me, let me know. So we'll have to wait like 8 seconds for them to let me know. Oh, they can sometimes hear me. I don't know, everyone. It's the stream. I'm operating at 1 frame per second right now. So like I don't know what's
You're not even operating at that for me. All I see is a loading icon on your face again.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, I'm eternally reaching into the bin. Better, but I just didn't care this evening. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna go as is, just wet my hair back and call it a day.
You look like a great value Wellcom.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
That's mean.
Just like imagine, great value off-brand Wellcom.
Great value off-brand Wellcom. My area or my Wi-Fi at the moment, because sometimes at night the Wi-Fi gets bad. I don't have a good explanation for why. It's just sometimes it be like that. And it's incredibly frustrating. Right now I'm just putting the plunger together. Beard, and then like somebody radioactive posted a picture and we just looked so similar to each other. Welcome, not geek. I can definitely kind of see that Taffy is the love child of Barrett, and he's a moderator for Wellcome's server. I forgot about that.
He honestly makes a lot of cool stuff, but clearly the banning stuff is more noteworthy.
Yeah, no, you make a fair point. Well, it's funny because like I'm not on Wi-Fi. My call with Taffy, I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm just on my phone with a phone call. So I could try hanging up and see if ambiance, I guess. So you guys let me know if the stream improves at all. Back it off. Is it improving at all? You guys let me know. I'm going to actually be a little upset. Improvements. All right. We're going the right direction. I'm still working on the turnaround for the plunger for this thing. We're back to buffering. Fantastic. So, I'm sorry, guys. I did not mean to ruin everything. Alright, there we go. Alright, I got a good fit now. Alright, so we've improved some. It's all part of the plan. Oh my word. Taffy is apparently up again. Let's see how this goes. Oh man. This is too funny. You guys let me know if the stream improves now that I've hung up with Taffy. Which still blows my mind that would actually affect the stream. Me being on the phone, like literally just a phone call versus like my iPad which is on Wi-Fi. That's why. Just gonna grab some elastic. Let's give it a shot. Let's try moving you guys closer to the router. Alright. Moving. We're moving, everybody. Hold on. Alright. We're going to move you guys over here. You are now closer to the router. We'll see if that does anything. So your guys are now like 3 feet closer to the router. We'll see if that actually does anything. Oh man, Taffy, apparently you're cursed. I don't know what else to tell you. That's the only option. I do apologize that this is the way. No, not enough. Tighten it back up. Taffy jammed the stream. Very well might have. Hard to say. I'm working with a very little bit of elastic, trying to make it work. Ah, dang it. There we go. Alright. Just need to pull this up. Alright, there we go. We'll see just how how the night continues. Like I said, I appreciate everybody who's been sticking around for so long, despite the stream going to absolute garbage at times. Again, my apologies. Wish I knew the answer. It could just be my terrible internet. So, again, another reason I don't stream very often is my internet's not the most reliable. So, I was pretty happy with the first half, the silly pistol half. That was fun. That worked well. It's definitely been Got it. Okay. I get it. I don't know how well that knot's gonna hold, but we'll find out. Alright. Screw that piece on. I'm kind of just doing this one as I go, as from memory. We'll see how long I can do that without having to pull up Nate's video. So, I'm still surprised I have as many of you in here as I do, considering how the stream has been. Whatnot. Oh, man. It's been quite the adventure, that's for sure. I forgot, I gotta add the...